Hello?
the stream? Is the stream back up? Or
I think it is, yeah.
yeah?
Okay. Sorry about that. No cost PC. It's just a little bit unreliable at the minute. I'm sure he's gonna fix this. However, we go into the I think I mean it's playing the flashlight pick. I'm not sure if they picked it. I was not here when they did.
Yeah. I didn't see either.
It does look like they are though.
Yeah, flashlight pick. I mean, this is basically just a slow jam pick.
It is. It has some.
Except with some lane cover. I mean, that's kind of how I think of the mods.
I'd say that's about right. This map is, even though it's 3.8, it is still really difficult to keep back. I would say. So OD7, you've got some 1/8s in there. I think you've got some 1/6 and 1/3 as well. Like, there's a lot of snapping changes in here.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I think maybe spumbup must have practiced this a lot then.
It does seem like they are going for the
And,
the reading maps. We do have a switch on spumbup to Sigma Tapper, and Gravy Nova will stay in Seiteido. Seiteido.
Taiseido.
Seiteido.
Taiseido. It is all good. Anyway, Gravy. Oh, actually, both of these players finding hack jobs, but Sigma Tapper seems to have dropped a lot here going into this map. It's not a start you want against a player like Gravy Nova. It's only the beginning.
It is the beginning. There's still a lot more snapping changes that can come in. It does seem like he is backing the consistency though. Just a little bit of at the beginning, a little bit now, but not anything that's too bad. Although getting to 100s on the finishes is not what you want to see at all.
The finishes, yeah, very, very easy to catch you off guard, and it doesn't seem that it has severely affected anyone here. It's just that.
No, it does look like both players are able to read this just fine.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the map.
Yeah, Gravy Nova takes
Taiseido.
another point. 5 100s. Very respectable score.
Very respectable score. It looks like
I think
Sigma
Tapper
left.
may have left a bit too early for us to see the score.
I'd say it was something like 12 or 14 100s, I think. It wasn't that many. But that is the second breakpoint for Taiseido, which is, it's not really what you want to see considering their pick is next as well.
Wait, I think they picked Flashlight, didn't they? Spumbup. I think Spumbup
Yes.
picked Flashlight, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
And yeah, no surprise going hidden 2 here.
Yeah, if you're winning on your slow jam on flashlight, you should have quite a good chance on slow jam on hidden, right?
Yeah, considering spumbup have banned hidden 1 as well. I think this is very understandable and a very good pick for Taiseido, I feel. Especially when you know your opponents are struggling with accuracy. It's
Yeah.
It's a very good pick to try and catch them off guard with the slot flags up in.
Bella's like, I think it's one of those songs that is quite notorious in its slow hidden slot. It's been picked a lot in several different tournaments. It's not the easiest slow hidden map. I think it's a lot easier than what we were given in qualifiers.
I mean, M2U is traditionally known for these types of songs. They're not fast. They're pretty. I think. I mean, they're known for slow songs. I wouldn't say slow, but it definitely gives off the elements of a slow chart, and you do see that a lot with artists like M2U.
Yes. Okay. Give me... wait.
I'm very interested to see what changes we can have for both these teams here.
I think I can see in the other stream that we have a full roster change.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we have a full change here. Kogadio is actually subbing back in for Gravy Nova, and W108 has come in for, I think, the
His first map, yeah.
I think his first map today, yeah. He's probably I imagine he's the hidden player of the team.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the thing with every team, isn't it?
Yeah. I think this map is quite consistent, right? The few snapping changes that it does have they're kind of like in your face. You don't need to memorize anything. But you do need to be very, very comfortable on this SB, which a lot of players just aren't.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of those maps where you need to stay locked in at all time. I mean, that's with hidden in general. You have to always stay locked in and read everything.
And we're getting to halfway through the map. Kogudayo still holding that SS, and W108 isn't that far behind. It's maybe 200s, if that.
Yeah, definitely closer compared to all the other maps we've seen so far.
Well, except that 1/100 that was beat on the No Mod 4. But Kogudayo does drop 1/100. It drops the score lead by a little bit, but W108 is going to need just a little bit more, and just to stay consistent and SS the rest, I think. Both players hitting the Cat 1-6 and 1-8 doublet. Very impressive. That's really difficult to keep back on a map like this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it does seem like Kogudayo will be taking their 4th point with 1/100 versus 4. Really, really, really strong on both sides. There's not much you can do about that.
Yeah, very unfortunate SS choke from Kogudayo, but it is definitely more than good enough to take their second pick here, and it is now Spumbup's pick. So yeah, sorry, I am very bad with pronunciation. And they're picking DT2 here, so that's going to be the speed map coming out here, and
I think
it makes a lot of sense, especially when you need a point. You definitely need to get what you definitely have to pick what you feels best for you at the moment.
I think a faster map is like definitely their go-to, considering the maps they have played have been on the slower side, not as technical. and if they're just losing on arc, I think they might be preying on a skill cap pick more so. I believe this map is it's a little bit easier than the DT we had in qualifiers, right?
I mean, I've already forgotten the DT map. Oh yeah, that map. Yeah, this is definitely easier than the DT we've had in qualifiers. And actually, I think Tasedo actually beats spumbup on the DT map in qualifiers. So, but I feel like maybe this pick maybe makes the most sense. And actually, we see the spumbup player not wanting to come in here, according to Bancho.
I think it might be their internet just being a little bit slow.
Are they in a what by any chance?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to see who's in for them. Let me check the MP.
I think yeah, Sigma Tapper joins.
Yeah.
So it should be Sigma Tapper in right now, but Bancho's just not showing that.
Luckily, we do have the MP link if he is playing.
I think it's a bit late to report now.
Just a little bit. I do think it's internet issue. But
it probably is, yeah.
We can talk about Gravy Nova holding a 99, 9100s, 85 UR for something like this is quite impressive, I would say.
I think we might have to get does the panic button abort, or?
I think the panic button resets everything.
Does it?
Yeah, also,
I think we need to make sure that he's actually in the lobby.
I'm checking the MP and it does seem like he is. He didn't leave.
Yeah, no, he joined and I don't think he's left.
I think we'll just wait until the map plays out, but considering Gravy Nova did get 8 misses basically in the middle of the map just after hitting the combo cap. If Sigma Tapper gets maybe a miss at the beginning or the end, it will be enough for them to get the point. It totally depends on if or where he misses. I think that's the first miss we've seen in any map from this match, right?
I think so, actually. Yeah, that's the first miss we've seen all match.
There is a very slow part here right now to build up to the last chorus. Holding very impressive app considering the misses. 98.5 on DT, I will always say is very good, mostly because I can't play the mod.
Okay, so we actually know the issue behind this. So Sigma Tapper's actually playing in the wrong slot.
Oh, he's in the wrong slot. Okay.
He's in the wrong slot right now. And
okay,
the map's just finished, so we'll see how it ended here.
Yeah, we can tell you. Okay, so Sigma Tapper got a 1 miss 4100s, 1.65 million, and Gravy Nova got a 8 miss 27 100s, 1.61 million. So
oh wow, that was very close.
It was very close. 4,000
points of difference.
4,000 difference. So that does mean that spumbup will be taking their first point. If we can fix that on the visual, that would be really nice, because it says that Tasedo has won, and it's not true. It's not true yet, and it might not be true ever. But yeah, considering that Tasedo has their next pick and they're on match point, it doesn't look very good for spumbup, unless they do pick another harder skill cap map for whatever reason, which I don't think they will.
Yeah, definitely a necessary point that they have to take there. But now it is Tasedo's pick, and I think we should see free mod coming out here. And
And
that
that
will be the match. Taycedo getting
13100
a very,
FC.
very
Yeah.
commendable 5-1 victory over spumbup here, and followed with a pretty good score from very good score from Gravy Nova to finish things off here to seal the deal. And I like how it says 4-1.
But that is a 5-1. I think it was a very close match. It could have gone either way, but your winner is going to be Taycedo. WWW not coming in for a map. It's just being carried by Kogodai and Gravy Nova. Very respectable. I believe he's more of a skill cap player, maybe. Maybe he wasn't confident on his act. I'm not sure. Maybe he wasn't here. I think he was here actually. But yeah, I believe I'm not sure who they're facing next. Do you have the challenge link?
I can check. Okay, so Taycedo are going to face Pom Pom Purin, who are the number 2 seed of the tournament. So that's definitely going to be a very tough fight for them.
And do we know who spumbup will be facing?
spumbup, I mean, yeah, obviously double elimination, not eliminated yet, but they will fight for their tournament lives against. Let me check here. They will go against, I believe, Raisin, who are seed 31. So now they have a bit of a cushion to work with.
But yeah,
with the amount of upsets we've seen so far, I think lower brackets is going to be one hell of a week.
Oh, it definitely is. There's some really
how many
good
upsets we've seen so far.
But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I think our next match is when?
I think our next match is in 6 minutes, actually. I'll just check that right now. Okay, yeah, our next match is in 6 minutes. Well, actually, we have 2 matches at this time. We have more Japanese names. I can't read Japanese, man. But I think that is the 9th seeded team versus ILOVETV, and we have the King's Guards versus Multimode. So very exciting matches to look forward to here. And
will one of them be streamed? I'm not sure.
Let me check. I think.
Okay, next.
Yeah.
Chained onto me, my adolescent dreams, pulling, drag me deep. All my body exposed, marked up by your shadows. Tightened up number senses, no fairness is needed for pigs. Laughter's above, playful smiles, die gets wrong. Bathed in sorrow, my sorrow is spilled upon your flesh. To the last of the kind, to reclaim what's rightfully mine. Will you be disappointed that I'm not who I used to be? Will you hold me tightly? Chained onto me, my adolescent dreams, pulling.
Hey guys, welcome back to Blaze Killing Tackle Frontier. It's season 1 and it's round of 32 matches. And this is the 9th seed versus the 24th seed. And it will be Jumon. I am not pronouncing the other names Jumon versus ILOVETV. My name is Yongin and I will be here to cast this match because currently no one is available, so I guess I'll be here to help. Hopefully things will be quick again as the match goes on. So yeah, we do have two pretty decently strong teams for now. So we got enough players. We got the teams correctly. We do have Makaki's team, Jumon, which is a pretty strong team in that sense. It actually ended up being quite high in terms of the qualifiers results, being the 9th seed. So they are definitely one of the better teams out here, especially some of the more known players, Makaki, Nuku, and NJ Shift 1. So 3 very well-known names and 3 kind of high accuracy players after all. Some focus on Hard Rock, some focus on Hidden. And we do have the other team here, which is ILOVETV, which we do have Equal, Golden Ego, and Fractro 161. So Fractal 161 is definitely an extremely strong player. Basically carry out the whole team on last weekend and on the qualifiers, but they kind of flop a bit on the no mod pick. Not only the no mod, it's kind of a flop, and when the pools get a bit easier, they should be able to do quite well, especially the pools being quite easy in that sense. Yep. According to our host, rap team is called Kotobuki Mikoto, which I don't know why is it that name, but I guess I'll be sticking to that. Probably a player. No, a fan, probably because Kotobuki Mikoto is a well-known meme or such. I'm not too sure about it, even though usually I see these two words mostly about Jumon. But yeah, we're gonna see the bans here. From first ban from Jumon, Mikoto will be DT2. And DD2 being one of the hardest map of the entire pool. Kind of surprised it being gone, knowing that Jumon has some Mikoto has some really good players on their side, such as NJ Shift 1. NJ is a very high accuracy player. Not the best in terms of speed though, but he can definitely handle some of these maps quite well. But they're up against Fractal 161, which is an extremely strong speed player. Actually, never mind. I forgot Fractal is on the other team. Actually, that makes perfect sense. And of course, ILOVETV will be banning out No Mod 1. Fractal has a bit of a weakness on the No Mod picks in general, No Mod tech picks in general. So 175 BPM, they probably need someone else to play. However, they do have quite some stronger No Mod players to cover up, such as Ikuo and Golden Nago, which are pretty decent No Mod players in that sense. So hopefully we can get some picks and bans quickly. And we do see our second ban here from ILOVETV, 3mod1 being gone. I guess we won't be seeing one of the harder maps, one of the HHL spam coming on from Jumon, and of course a ban from Flashlight from Mikoto. So hopefully things will be done soon. So yeah, we'll get some stuff done. Finally picks and bans are done, so hopefully we'll get stuff quickly. And first pick coming from ILOVETV will be hidden too. And yeah, of course, a slow hidden to start things off, which kind of surprising pick from ILOVETV, knowing their players such as Fractal, not really known as like a strong slow HD player, but I guess they will be risking for that pick, going up against the other team, which they do have Makaki to go up against. To see how them work on. And finally, I'm not alone this time. So we got another caster here joining with me. Guest caster, probably actual caster now. From now on. GT, how are you doing?
Alright, interesting match coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. I think both sides has very different seeds, but ILOVETV kind of underperformed on some of the no mod picks, and I mean that really hurts their score. I think they actually can keep up with Mikoto today.
Yeah, they definitely have some. I mean, the hard part would be trying to get good egg right. It was a bit easier, so this is a bit easier to find upsets, and yeah, obviously egg's gonna matter a lot more on this early pool.
Of course. So yeah, we got Hidden 2 being selected, and finally we'll be starting things off and going underway on our Hidden 2 pick. Seems like Eco will be replacing Fractal in this case. Makes more sense. Fractal normally known as like an extremely strong XG player, even though they did quite well in the quarterfinals. I think this week is easy enough for them to go for, so we do see Hidden 2 being selected now.
Yeah, 160 BPM. I mean, this map is as a bunch of one stick, and it being quite slow SV. The tech plus slow SV combo makes this a bit hard to egg. Still, SR is quite low, so finding an FC is is expected for both these players here in lobby.
Yep, we'll start things off. Hello? I don't know why we are not starting the match. We should be going on our way, right? Both players are already ready up for quite a while already. So I'm kind of surprised we're still waiting here. But we should be getting our things on our way here. I don't know where is our ref. Alright. Only things are up here. I do believe our ref might just got disconnected. Hopefully things should be starting up soon. Alright. Into the map. Hidden 1, Hidden 2. So, quite consistent pick for first stage. We do have some 1416 patterning at a 160-ish BPM hidden, which could be quite tricky for players to handle on, because they might not be the best in terms of slow reading stuff.
Yeah, a few hundreds already dropped by Eco, but again, I think with such an easy map, ILOVETV's like best option is kind of just praying at Makaki, finds a miss somewhere. Quite a bit of finishers in this map, so maybe those can chip up reading a little bit.
And Makaki, not known as like an extremely good player when it comes to like consistent FC, but if you ask him to get a good accuracy on hidden picks, he is always there to keep up in terms of act. Look at him go, still going on strong with the double S. Kinda surprising pick as ILOVETV's first pick. Don't see why they would go for this going up against Mikoto, as knowing that they are really good in that regard.
Yeah. Not quite paying off now. 9 100s from Eco versus 0 still. and even a miss might not be enough. We're already pretty late into the map.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see a lot of 300 still being hit by BKTF, and they're absolutely securing this point. Might not be the best pick to start things off, as the opponent just gonna be straight up assessing opponent's first pick. Knowing Makaki, after all, as long as he holds an FC, he's gonna get a good egg, especially being an extremely good stream hidden player.
Yeah, an FC for both players, but I mean, it's an SS, can't really do much about it.
Yeah, not much he could have done in this case. A very well play from Makaki, also very respectable play from Ikuo, but sometimes a pick like this might just be not the best pick to start things off when you pick against such a strong pick from other players. And of course, seeing that result, they're just gonna go for Hidden 1. And I think that's Hidden are pretty Jumon's favor, and of course they're gonna be going for this pick.
Bit of momentum pick, I guess. HD2, pretty dominant win, and then straight to HD1. I guess they do play a little bit different, but HD is HD, right?
Absolutely, especially this map as well have a lot of offbeats and such. It's not really exactly the easiest hidden pick after all, with some of the way the patterns throughout the entire map, and I do believe we're gonna see Fractal coming in this case. And yeah, this song is very popular in the Titan community. I think everyone has heard of this song before. There's many sets, and this is actually the ranked sets coming up from Snowball 112, which is a very known map back in the old days. Not so much nowadays. I don't believe we have ever seen this guy's name anymore. So hopefully things will be going up soon, as we do see Broken Chair, our referee, finally connecting back. And that's a good sign for them. For the referee and for the match as well. We're going a bit of a speedy hidden. I think Fractal can do very well in a pick like this. However, going up against Makaki, he just needs to hold on at FC and as high F as possible, and wishing for Makaki to find a break. I do believe his unsavory should not able to go up against Makaki, so most likely going to be requesting a miss here from Makaki. But if Fractal's double SS map, I will be actually quite surprised in this case.
Yeah, I mean, this map definitely has some choke points with all those even note patterns flying around. It can get a bit tough to read, but mostly with such comfortable patterning, you're not really expecting either player to find any misses. You do see 100 coming from Fractal.
Now, if anyone who isn't too known about Fractal, this player, you might have heard this player from another game, which is actually Classic Tetris. He's actually one of the most known player in the Classic Tetris community. Was able to hold on some almost a world record for such a second, and now he's coming here to trying to certain dominance, set a dominance in Taco as well, but Hidden is not really exactly his strong point, so we do see his accuracy dropping down to 4100, still gripping out very well, but when it comes to slow sessions with some offbeat sessions and evening patterns, which could be easy to make players trip up in the sessions.
But still no mistakes from Makaki. He only a chain 100 or a miss. But still, SS being held after a slow section. That's the first 100. On the content part, of course, but...
Welcome to Hidden. Low sessions is easier to get accuracy drop, and honestly, Fractal is just touching behind his back, and I think it's actually doable in this case. I'm kind of surprised by Fractal's performance on this pick, and he is just 100 away from Makaki. Is there any chance for him to take this pick?
Yeah, just 100 difference, despite the 20 UR difference. It's coming down to the wire, the very last second, 1,000 points of difference, 100. Any slip up from Makaki could spell disaster, but holds on tight. BKTF with their second point.
Honestly, crazy scores on both these players, but like I mentioned, I do believe they need a miss from Makaki to be able to take this point. I don't think Hidden should be the play here, and that is going to be the second point in favor of BKTF. Consolidate their break point after the last map. So now, next pick from Fractal. I do believe they do have some good picks, some of the more accuracy required picks. Some like Double Time 1, Hard Rock 1, but they need to go up against NJ or either NJ or Nuku, which is also a very strong play in that regard. This is how they work on those picks though.
My opinion in this match, I think ILOVETV needs to look for miss maps where BKTF will find a miss, perhaps. As it's gonna be quite hard to win against like such accuracy goats like Makaki and NJ Shift. Out-acting them might be out of the question.
They're gonna go for Hard Rock 1 pick. I think this is a pretty good pick from them.
Yeah.
Crossfire. Out-acting NJ is definitely quite difficult, but NJ also kind of known to be missing on some of these like harder patterns and such, and I do believe it is a good pick from ILOVETV, knowing that Fractal is a very strong player in the accuracy department as well. Double Time 1 may be a bit more riskier because of the more even higher accuracy requirements, but some of these like speedy SV and such pick with offhand patterny, I do believe Fractal could have a good stuff to go for.
Yeah, a lot of complicated patterns in this HR1. There's a lot of opportunity to miss in this map, and that's gonna benefit ILOVETV quite a bit, especially with some higher skill cap players like in Fractal. Yeah, we should be in for this.
I'll see this pick though. We're gonna be seeing NJ Shift 1 on this map for sure. NJ really known in the Hard Rock in this case. And now a good start from Fractal. What happened there? This map is also kind of toxic at the start. You do see 300 being dropped from ILOVETV, Fractal, and 200 being dropped by NJ for now.
Okay, act evened out, so back to square one here.
Very close picks so far.
Yeah, players getting a feel for things 1/4 of the way through the map, getting used to the BPM, getting used to the 1/4 tapping. We head into a small break before... Oh, we know there's this part, right? A little bit of funny rhythms. Neither player are gonna find any mistakes, so... Still fight for now. I say that as Fractal does hit 2 100s. Make that 4 100s. No.
For now, it's still really close in terms of the board. I do believe this map it's quite easy to drop some accuracies if players are not really prepared for some of these patterns, but Fractal can be dropping slightly more 100s than usual, and that's going to be a bit lower than what they expect in this case. 4 100 off against NJ. NJ still doing quite well in terms of acting this map. not misreading these patterns at all and doing very strong in this part.
Yeah, this map does ramp up as time goes on, patterns are getting longer and harder, and it's just Fractal finding these 100s.
Now we do have a hard pattern, hardest pattern in the entire map in the last part. Into an offhand in this case, we do see Fractal dropping 300 in that regard, and NJ gonna keep on the 99.8.
The UR only goes down for NG shift throughout the entire map. Finding only 100 after the start there. Maybe even a miss isn't enough. Maybe it's enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be how this turned out to be. Unfortunate case here for some of these players. This is what happens in the first stage when you just got a slightly more accuracy than the opponents. Then you'll be dropping the ball off the map of a pick. Now, next pick being selected.
Yeah, number two.
And this is
I
a
think
hard
it's
pick.
Yeah, it's hard pick. It's a little bit skill cappy, I was gonna say. Well, not maybe skill cappy, but just skill cappy in terms of compared to the rest of the pools. A little bit of a step up. Both with in terms of patterning. Also pretty slow SV. Some of these snapping changes can be quite hard to read, leading to act drops and maybe even misses.
Yeah, of course, this pick as well is quite low in terms of SV. Actually, only I do believe 10 BPM higher than the low SV pick of the pool. And I would say the pattern is harder. Is also a 1 egg patterning as well in terms of in the stream. And I do believe the Fractal is not the best.
Right, quick panic and we should be into our No More 2 here.
Yeah, next pick. Yeah, looking at this pick right now, again, I believe ILOVETV requires to put on a weaker play, slightly bit weaker play in this pick, and this is a pretty smart pick from Mikoto. I think going up against some of these like more regular no mob picks, that's definitely ILOVETV's weakness. ILOVETV did quite a bit worse than they could have done in the qualifiers, but still, I do believe some of these like weird, slow, not weird, but like slower SV requirements, some more snapping 1-6 requirements is some of their weakest skill sets. This is how they do though, because Eco is so far doing very well in this pick, but as the map gets into the core session, we're gonna get the harder parts of the map, especially 1-4 to 1-8 happening very soon.
Without a Ki here. Mistakes here from NG Shift and Eco. Oh, and that's a lot of 100 being dropped from NG Shift. Eco now 3 100s in the lead, 4,000 points. It's gonna equalize it. 3 100 drop in that section. NG Shift also finding a little bit of egg drop.
Get few more 1/3 patterning in this section as well, and those are easy to drop accuracy, but that's going to be a misrep from NJ in this case, dropping 5 misses and equal, despite all the papers being favored towards Mikoto. They are going to be losing this pick, and equal are going to be securing their points. Very good score from them, and that shows you even the possibly quote-unquote weaker players for the team can still score points if you do, especially on the first week pool where the pool's a bit easier, and Eco gonna did the job here.
Yeah, I mean, you said this was good pick. I think when it comes to these maps, I think they can't pick any. They have to pick FC maps essentially. Mikoto, despite being higher seed, they have to pick the FC maps. They just have much better act, right? I think the only way ILOVETV can win these maps, as I mentioned, was if Mikoto finds misses, and yeah, NG Shift misreads one pattern, and suddenly ILOVETV, they get their first point on the board.
Yeah, next pick we'll see what they're gonna go for from ILOVETV.
Okay, interesting. They're gonna go for No Mod 4, which is the pretty easy SV map, the pool.
Okay, so this is a very funny pick. This map is quite easy for the pool. Like super easy compared to the rest of the pool. There's also pool in IGTS before, and I'm kind of surprised this was being selected in this case because I thought this is going to be the top diff, and the top diff probably would be suitable for this pool. Which is like this map. The SP of this map isn't even hard. There are repeatable patterns as well, and it's all about who doesn't drop 100 at some of the offbeat sessions at the start, and this is a map that we can see highs happening. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing the more 4 selected here. Gonna get a bit of a panic. Hopefully Fractals will be connected soon. Seems like he is lagging a bit behind. So we're gonna be missing Fractals actions for now on that pick. There he goes. He is finally connected.
Alright, and he's 100 drop for both players right now. Heading to the SV section here.
Remember, this map as well has a lot of sliders. If you did miss a slider, it could be detrimental. It could be the score difference because of how easy this map is.
Yeah, a bunch of doublets as well, but I think all these players good enough to SSDs. Maybe the 1/3 might even matter in this map. This fight's a bit weird rhythm.
Yeah, not the most regular offbeats, but obviously these are not the easy to drop hack parts. There will be another weirder 1/3, which usually it's easy for players to drop accuracy on that part because the 1/3 is quite certain.
Ah, nothing.
Yep, nothing from both these players. And both players hit the maximum required on the slider.
Yeah, I think we should be fully tied here. Into the last little bit of the second chorus here. And yeah, no mistakes from either player. It might be a draw. Again, those weird offhands right at the very end. Wait, Fractal hits a 100 though.
Wait,
Um, and that's
alright, they lose this peg just because they hit an extra 100. Welcome to IGTS picks in 500 ranked tournament. Unfortunately, this is what happens in this case.
That's a little unfortunate. Nevertheless, they still do have some opportunity to try and bring this back. Mikoto's next pick looking to end it, but on a pool this easy, every pick is a little bit of a coin flip. So I think Mikoto here just straight up goes on DT1, right? Surely?
I don't think so. I don't think DT1 is.
Yeah, maybe not, right? It's like high act maintain, high
I think-
high BPM act maintain.
Honestly, I would go for LS3, but seeing what happened to No Mod 2,
Nah.
now I would still
It-
go for LS3 though.
Really, okay, not so sure about like not so sure about ILOVETV's like stream skill, I guess, but the thing is, I feel like it's maybe a bit coin flip. You find one chain miss and you could just lose, especially with Miko. So I think HR might be a legit just safe option. FM as well, probably.
I think
maybe-
FM is just a bit too fast for some of these players to handle in this case.
I think Mikoto just run HD on FM and just win, right? Like it's a
Okay, that's true.
relatively easy map. Nobody's gonna play HD or nobody's gonna play. You could try Hard Rock, but I think Mikoto here just need to pick free mod and they just win. Maybe.
Yeah, I think most of the pool is quite favored towards them. The 50-50, just avoid the 50-50 picks, which is Hara 2 and DT1. I think the rest of the 3 is quite doable for them in general. Especially in No More 3, you just one miss and then you are gone. Still waiting for the pick from Jumon.
Ooh, okay, they are gonna go for DT1. The thing is, if they can play it, I think they are quite advantage on it. I am a little bit worried with the speed requirement though. And yeah, not sure if ILOVETV can capitalize on that.
This map. Another one of the harder maps of the pool, I would say, like on the harder side, compared to what we saw on the last pick at least. There's a bit of like a lot. There's a lot of like different snappings. It's harder in terms of just throw accuracy, which I don't think any other maps in this pool it really provides. There's a lot of weird SB, but the mechanics in this map is extremely easy, like to the level of around the hidden one pick, which quite easy for a lot of players to handle. Some of the offhand with weirder timing, weirder offbeat timing could definitely give players a bit of trouble in this case. And of course, this song is extremely popular.
The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you feel alone and it's getting late and you're sitting at home.
There you go. The time one being selected, and we will be going for the pick now. Thanks finally, everyone has been finally ready up. The government knows. I do see NJ Shift and Fractal want to play No More 4 again. And there we go.
Alright.
Yeah, at the start of the map, it's not the hardest part, but we already see some of the offhand pattern requirements I was mentioning about throughout the entire map. And it's easy for players to drop accuracy in this case, and of course another slider that can definitely flip the players' scores if they were the same 100 count or even very close in terms of 100 count in this case. But for now, NJ will be falling a bit behind as Fractal will be the one in the lead. That's why I mentioned this pick being quite a questionable pick in this case. I thought this was a really good pick for ILOVETV because of Fractal being an extremely good double time accuracy player. Same could be said about NJ though, but again, a higher BPM and the harder patterning, I think it kind of benefits Fractal in this case.
Yeah, 100%. To the words out of my mouth. I was gonna say 220 with a little bit of stamina requirement. Definitely a little bit better for Fractal. I see that as a few hundreds are getting dropped. Now only 2 100s difference. Slow section, Fractal finds another 100. And again, it's actually neck and neck. Just 100 apart, 800 points. And it's a lot of 100s being dropped. Fractal 600s out of nowhere, make it 7, and now 6
And
100s.
of course, these SV as well. These SV are giving Fractal a lot of accuracy trouble. It's dropping a lot more accuracy when this SV comes, and this might be one of his personal worst performance that he probably did not expect, and that might be horrible. Sometimes it's just a little bit too inconsistent about this SV in match. You only get one try and stuff like that happens, and I don't think NJ is missing any more, and that might just be it.
The domino effect. 100 follows another, follows another, and now unfortunately, Fractal will fall short of NG Shift in this DT1.
GG well played to Mikoto. They are just a really good accuracy team in this case, and they're going to be securing this point. Ending things off 10-100 versus 22-100s. And yeah, I guess
The government knows. The government knows. The government knows.
that's going to be it for the match. 5-1
Knows when you masturbate.
in favor
Knows
of
when you masturbate. The government
Mikoto, and they will be moving on to the winners bracket, going up against the winners between the 8th seed and 25th seed. So possibly hard match for them upcoming, because the seedings in this tournament are just extremely close. So congratulations to Makaki, NJ, and Nuku for moving on to the next match. And NJ, of course, being Nuku being a very strong player, did not need to play this match, and I guess that's what happens when it comes to 1 versus 1 tournaments. So the winner of this match will be going up against the winners between Batman and Fatherland Community. I would say both teams are very strong in that regard. And that's going to be all from us, and I do believe we are going to be switching to another match.
The government knows when you masturbate.
Which the other match is also happening right now. It's a Japanese team against the 32nd seed, so Takahashi Yama Shota 3 versus Tako. Oh my god, I know Japanese!
Do you really?
Do I know?
Gotta be afraid to meet. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Gotta be afraid to meet. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Gotta be afraid to meet. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please.
Duke already got our first 2 maps done. In this case, a very awkward bot has put out with we players unable to see the MP lane score, so I have no idea what is happening in that case. It is a very weird bug that apparently happened. Okay, it's only on No More 4, which I do believe one player is lagging behind.
Moving with the money beat.
I have no idea what happened, but I do believe we do see a player lagging behind in this case. I think it's saw Takahashi lag out. I have no idea what is happening.
Alright, it should be Shinsekai and Lefty who last played.
Wait, why is Sora Takashi in the lobby then? Oh yeah, it's Lefty.
Oh yeah, wait.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
Gotta be afraid to meet. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Gotta be afraid to meet. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Gotta be afraid to meet. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Gotta be afraid to meet. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Help me discover us. Help me discover you again. Help me discover. Moving with the money beat.
They just invite everyone back. I think everyone's already left the room. For some reason, I don't know what is happening to the band show that it's not connecting at all. I do believe everything is kind of just broken in this case. We cannot even see the players leaving the lobby in MP lane. I have no idea what is happening in this case, but I do believe everyone should be back, and we will be moving things up smoothly, hopefully, since then. We do see our picks and bans on our screen right now, so Takahashi Yamashota will be banning out BT2, the surprising ban, one of the hardest map in the pool, and also Fremont one. It's also another one of the harder maps in the pool as well, so not surprising they just banned out two of the highest skill cap of the pool, and Taco will be banning out Hard Rock 2 and Fremont 2, so basically the two high SV reading requirements of the map.
Alright, looks like MPs have actually managed to submit, so yeah, we should be moving on relatively soon.
Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Gotta be afraid to meet. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Gotta be afraid to meet. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Gotta be afraid to meet. Gotta let the inhibitions take over, please. Help me discover us.
Alright, we do finally moving on. Next pick being selected, Hard Rock 1 from Shota, which I think is the best pick for sure. And everyone just instantly ready. They really want to get this match going on because we have been spending time here for a while already because of all these incidents. For players lagging a bit behind, so hopefully things will be sorted out and we'll be starting on Hard Rock 1. So Taco being a team that's just weaker in general in the Hard Rock mod on, and of course not surprised that Shota is going for picks like this. So far 2-0 in favor of Shota, and seeing Taco doing quite bad in Hard Rock in the quarterfinals, I'm not surprised this is a pick being selected. However, this is also a lot higher and a lot slower in terms of the SV. I have no idea what's happening, but nothing is working.
That's tough. Oh,
There we go. Wow, it took us this long to finally see a match being played out. Let's go.
Typical banter shenanigans, and we only get to see one player, but maybe one perspective is all we need for this map.
Yeah, he's still assessing in this case.
Yeah, tough to beat the SS score, I'd say.
Yeah, especially Lefty being known as a player who are just perfect in all of the maps, especially when it comes to Hard Rock mod on him as well, and he is still assessing. He hasn't hit a single 100 in this match, by the way.
That's true, I guess. 50 UR. And we'll be completing the map without any mistakes. A full perfect 1.06 million.
Yeah, that's going to be a 3-0 in favor of Takahashi Yamashita, so extremely good pick from them. I do believe everything is actually lagging a bit behind this case. I have no idea what's happening, but I guess they will be picking an LSV map from Taco Taco. Very expected pick from them, knowing that they just lose all the Hard Rock picks, no all the LSV picks. Of course, they're just gonna go for this map. Yeah, I do believe O2.PBR.xh currently nowadays is just kind of lagging extremely slowly. No idea what is happening. I think it's even the whole website is kind of dying in this case, so a lot of the scores are a bit behind. I think everything's kind of dead. But we get the things sorted out, and we do have Sawa Takahashi replacing Lefty in this case. Yep, I guess we are just not seeing Sawa Takahashi's scores in this case. But I guess we will be giving out any insights if that's how it turns out. For now, we'll wait onto the launch streams, and we do see Shinsekai guys not locking in this map, and I think that's basically over. Yeah, it's that. I don't think they can even FC this map. Have a chance to take that, especially with multiple breaks from them. Okay, this is so funny. No idea what is happening to MP Link. Shinsekai left the room and played the map in the same time, and they submit this. They were playing the entire time. I do believe it's actually not even Bancho in this case. I think something is just kind of dying in the background, and
Mhm.
not much you could have done, especially with all the scores has been submitted.
I'm gonna hazard a guess and say that Sora Takahashi won that one.
Yeah. Somebody a 997,859 score.
Yep.
So I guess we will be having our final match, final map, possibly.
Probably.
Yeah, we'll see what, especially with a pick from Sora Takahashi's team, and they're gonna go from no mod 1 to a miserable me. Okay, this is so funny. I've never seen this before. Okay, if anyone turns on the MP link, you will see Shinsekai disconnect in the middle of the map, and then he reconnects in the middle of the map, and his score is submitted, and he was playing the entire time. I have never seen this bug before. This is the first time I ever see this happening. An absolutely insane workload from the client here, but no idea what is happening to Bancho. Hopefully things will be sorted out well now, and everything has been submitted. On to No Mod 1. Not gonna be swapping the players, and we'll get back the audio from Sora Takahashi's side. And I got some map by Rafauge, and this map has a lot of DDKK patterning 1-6, and they're easy to break on if players were not prepared or not the best at 1-6, but because of the pattern being super rollable, a lot of players found it extremely easy to handle. And especially being that miss from Shinsekai might already be the first. They're gonna be falling behind this case. They need a break from Sora Takahashi to take that back, and especially the accuracy from Shinsekai so far is actually doing quite well still, so not really that far behind this case, and I do believe they are gonna be able to come back from this.
Got some weird rhythm coming up. A little bit more opportunity for Sora Takahashi to try and either miss or at least a bunch of chain 100s maybe, but still looking good so far, and it's only Shinsekai finding 100 after 100, and now a miss on top of that. Still an SS being held for Sora Takahashi, and yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously